Okay, now we're on standby. Yeah, that's a solid 100 hertz. Okay, this is a Jansen IA350. It's a pretty simple little amplifier. This is one from Nigel Russell's collection. And I think it's got some problems. So what I've been doing is spinning it up nice and slow on the variac, and then we'll see what we get. I'm going to put a little more light on the situation. Now I have the output of the amp running into a reactive load, and then the reactive load running out to a speaker, so we'll actually be able to hear what's happening here. Overall, it's very clean on the inside. I can see some parts that have been replaced. Those would be to the credit of Mr. Clary, who always does a fantastic job. We're officially at 230 volts. However, I just realized that it's missing a tube. So I'm going to go ahead and power everything off and start this over. Interesting though, no buzz, no hum, nothing with the power tube out of the circuit. There we go, EL84. This particular one is a Solvtech. I'm gonna go ahead and put that into circuit now. Okay, I'm gonna power this bad boy back up. This is a single-ended amplifier. It has an EL84 in the power section, an EZ80 or 81 is a tube rectifier, and then two 12AX7s. And this is a 2-channel amp. Great, we're at 230 volts. 230 volts. It's gonna be DC. Okay, so it should have DC here. Yeah, 284 volts DC. Out of the rectifier tube over to our filter cap, which is a multi-can cap. 284. So let's turn up the volume and see what we hear. Ooh. Okay, now we're on standby. Yeah, that's a solid 100 hertz. So that immediately tells me a story. All right, I'm going to check these capacitors. I've got my trusty capacitor discharger. Yeah, good. No shocking surprises coming. Yay. So with that, we believe that it must be the filter caps. When the filter caps go, they're not filtering AC from the DC signal from the rectifier. So my plan here is to clip in a couple of filter caps in place of this. This is a 40-40-20. So I'm going to go ahead and parallel in some 47 microfarad capacitors into the 240s, and that should let us know whether or not it's the filter cap that needs to be replaced. So of course, one of the big things that we want to make sure that we do here is be extremely safe. So I've completely disconnected the power, drained the capacitor, so I'm not going to wind up grabbing something here that's going to make me piss myself. All right, so this needs to go to ground. And this needs to go to positive lead of the capacitor. Right there. I will then place this somewhere very carefully so as not to cause a short. They call it a short because if you grab it, you become the short, and then you need to change your shorts. Okay. Capacitors are set up, they're dangling, but they're not touching anything. They won't short against anything. Should be good to go. The plan is the hum will be gone. Just gonna double check my connections. All right, let's flip it back on, see what happens. Always only use one hand. Keep the other hand in your pocket or behind your back. Give it a second to warm up. All the two heaters are on. Okay, now I just hear amplifier sound. Sweet. So that appears to be working. And I'm not going to unclip it to show the difference there because I'm just not that excited about sticking my hands into a live circuit. 280 to 240 volts is not my idea of a good time on a Saturday night. I mean, going through me. Now we still have a little bit of noise, but we also don't have the 20 microfarad cap in circuit. It's still the old one. Okay, I'm gonna take a measurement. All right, here we are. 62.9. Okay, I'm going to secure the power and remove the capacitors. Always remember, it's better safe than to have to go to the hospital room and explain what an idiot you are. All right, ready to discharge capacitors. Bada bing, bada boom. Oops, ha, I secured the power. Better to forget that you didn't turn the power on than to forget that you didn't turn the power off. Oh, here we go. There's the hum. And as you can see, we have 88 decibels humming. Volume's all the way down, nothing but the amp plugged in, as opposed to 62.9 with the other caps wired in parallel. We need to change some filter caps. Hope that was educational. All these old amps need this kind of service, and this one definitely needs some new caps. So already discussed this with Nigel. I'm going to leave the can on there, unwire the cap and wire in a couple of new capacitors underneath, and where you can see here, and we'll move on from there. I hope this was educational and informative and nerdy enough for the nerds out there. Please remember to pledge, if you haven't, to the Pledge Me, and even if it's $5, that's cool. A $5 will do a lot of good. Got a long road to hoe here, but some really cool stuff, and I cannot wait to hear this amplifier when it's ready to be played through. It's going to be amazing. Thanks all.